the selfless self uses the body to know itself, John?
Know yourself in a real sense. That sense of presence, you're the knower of that sense of presence.
And it uses does it need the body to know that, or
it needs something other?
You could lie down. The body could be set aside, and that selfless self would still be there.
Yes, but it wouldn't know itself. The only way for you, like, think about this: if it's all formlessness, one continuous, the only way for something to know itself is through an other.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just continuous, and there's no way. So it gets to know itself through body form, but the mistake is to identify itself with body form. And again, back to Maharaj's ant thing. If you pour water, here's selfless self believing itself to be in the form of an ant and wishing to stay there because it knows itself suddenly.
Yeah.
Spirit clicked with the body and you say, I. Matchbox and stick, fires everywhere. But the fire arises only from these two things. Matchbox and stick click, body and selfless self click and say, I. That's the recognition of I exist. How I exist, I do not know, but I'm here. And then because I'm closest to body and after long association with the body, I automatically believe that I'm this body. And then this body comes with a label and a name and a family that is with this, like Maharaj says, all needs, all requirements came along with the body. But you're not body at all.
So like in deep sleep, I've heard some people say in deep sleep they recognize that. They recognize self in deep sleep, but there's no body there. Does that make sense?
I mean, the only recognition of in deep sleep is the fact that something, you enter the sleep state, go into deep sleep, dreaming, whatever, and come out the other side. So something was absolutely continuous that all these states appeared on.
Yeah. I guess you know that you're in deep sleep once the body comes back or the body is recognized.
Because, yeah, there was one continuous process.
Okay.
You couldn't have just gone away and then come on the other side.
Yeah.
It was a continuous process, and all of these arose on that presence. The going to sleep, the deep sleep, the dreaming, and the waking up. But it's just one continuous. And just like birth and death, same sort of thing. What was there before birth will be there after death. These are states that arise on top of that spontaneous presence. Presence identifies with its body, with the body, and says, I feel that I exist, and now I believe that I'm this body after long association with the body and all the body knowledge that I've acquired and all the things that this body has needed and the things that I've given this body and all the actions that I believe are being done by this body because I labeled this body as John, and people said, good job, John, or bad job, John. So I took these as my own. But when I start to believe this, then I start to believe, whoa, and I see around me that other bodies die, that things can die. And that's terrifying. If I believe that I'm this body, that my whole entire being is this body, then I'm going to believe I can die. If I sit there and I say, John, what happens to John? Well, who's John? Like Maharaj says, show me John. Show me yourself. Is this body yourself? No. And then Siddharameshwara Maharaj, he goes through the whole thing of the subtle body, the physical body, and all these. Where is this I in here? It's not. It's not here. But there's a belief and an attachment with the body. And by mantra, this will slowly, silently, and permanently be erased because these beliefs and ideas, all this body knowledge, you'll know yourself in a real sense. So you'll automatically know, well, I'm not body. And then the illusory thoughts that are about the body, they're not for me. Discard.
Yeah, that's why it's a little confusing because if you're not the body, and we're not the body, all the time we're not the body. So when you don't have a body, you don't know yourself. That's a little, I guess just doing the mantra will reveal this to me, but this is trying to understand it as well, can be, a mantra used on that. But since we're never the body anyway, right now I'm not the body.
You're using the body, though.
I'm using the body then. I'm using the senses or whatnot to know the selfless self.
Absolutely.
Okay. I got to.
But then there's a confusion about who I believe myself to be and my life and all that. That's the covering over, that's the ash over the fire. And the mantra removes this so that then you just know yourself in a real sense without any ideas or beliefs about yourself, and not even the idea that I exist or I am, so no concepts can come on you.
Yeah.
And then the illusion is seen as, I can't be this body. These activities that I'm thinking about are body related. All needs, all requirements came along with the body, like Maharaj says. And all thoughts about this body are illusory.